I am working on an EDC toolkit video coming soon. Subscribe to see that. But I just unboxed like 10 minutes ago the Wuben G5 flashlight. This is something I'm going to be testing out for use in that toolkit. And there's a few things I love off the bat. There's a few things I don't love so much. Let's get into that right now. I wanted to start with the packaging because the quality of packaging on budget-friendly EDC stuff never ceases to amaze me. Really nice cardboard box with the flashlight set inside, as well as a charging cable, it looks like. I didn't even get that far, honestly. But that's okay. Let's throw all of that aside and take a look at the flashlight itself. The Wuben G5 comes in at under $30, $27 right now on Amazon, and it's a little bit smaller than I expected, about 2.5 inches tall for reference, half-inch thick and 1.5 wide or thereabouts. Got it in the green color. There's some different colors available for what it's worth, but it is smaller than I expected, and also kind of perfect for this kit. It's going to be a little toolkit that I can bring for home repairs and things like that. And the reason I went with that Wuben G5 is that it's got this completely positionable head on it, which makes it kind of a handy little work light. If I turn it on, set it on the bench, we can even scroll up that brightness a little bit and aim it at my work. Awesome. The other option here would be to take this pocket clip, which swings around the side, clip that to my shirt collar, and do the same thing for hands-free working. And finally, it does have a little magnetic spot on the back, so you can stick that up to whatever you're working on, car hood, things like that, and point that light directly where you want it. It rotates 180 degrees from front-facing, top-facing to back-facing, or vice versa. And I thought that that would be really, really handy. Time will tell whether that rotating mechanism lasts as long as I expect it to. The pocket clip also rotates, feels a little bit flimsy, but again, time will tell. I haven't had a chance to test this. So that's kind of why I picked the Wuben G5, was for that versatility in hands-free use. On the side, we've got a little sliding door that reveals the charging port, slides down into the standard position, and if you pull it all the way down, it locks the light out so it will not turn on. That's awesome for an EDC toolkit that's going to get kicked around. Don't want your battery running dry. Operation's really simple on this light once you figure it out. Single click turns the light on, single click turns the light off. If you turn the light on and hold that button, it will switch to an RGB mode. Hopefully you can see that. And then there's this scroll wheel here, lets you dial in the RGB. I can't figure out why an RGB is necessary here, but that also is your dimmer. Let's see if we can point it at the table here. Dimmer for the light. So you can dim it with that. And you saw it flashed there because it was at its minimum brightness. And that's just letting you know. Single click turns it back off. There is the double click flashing lights mode, which, you know, I couldn't care less about. But I think this is going to be a nice little piece of kit. We'll have to get it out and use it for testing. I would love if this rotated down to kind of protect that face, so you can throw it in a toolkit without it getting dinged up. A couple of things I saw on the packaging. Where did I see this? I saw somewhere that it claims it's stepless dimming. I don't believe that to be the case. If I rotate that wheel just a little bit, you can see it bursts up to the next lighting mode. So I do think that there are hidden steps that it fades between. Maybe in the middle range it is actually stepless dimming, but not really stepless, at least from what I can tell. Yeah, I said the pocket clip feels kind of flimsy. It kind of slides out so you can rotate it. I don't know if that's ideal. We'll slip it in the pocket and kind of see how well that holds up. Not the firmest retention. I'm doing it off camera. I promise I'm actually trying it. It actually feels better in that side position, so should work for like I like to clip the light on my shirt collar and use it that way. Not a baseball cap wearer. If you were, you could certainly slip this onto your baseball cap and get hands-free lighting, but the profile of that hanging down from your from your ball cap might be a little bit odd. There is a lanyard ring here, or a lanyard space for a lanyard. And gosh, I think that's everything. One thing I couldn't find online was whether it came with the magnetic base or if that was something I was going to have to add on, but it was definitely something I wanted for this work light. It does seem, if I take it out of lockout mode and bring up that brightness, it does seem like it's going to be plenty bright for a work light. Not a whole room, but to light up the area that you're working on. I don't even think I would run it at full brightness. If we take a look at the box, FL1 standard runtime is 50 minutes. I assume that's in the middle range. What does FL1 mean? I don't even know. Doesn't matter. It does say it's drop tested to a meter. We'll see if that holds up. We're going to get this into some DIY home repair type stuff soon and get a full test on it. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to see that full toolkit video coming out soon, let's flip that clip around. I think it might live right here on the front of that toolkit, or maybe down below even. Let's slide it down there. That's where I think it's going to live, and we'll do this full toolkit walkthrough once the last pieces come in. Make sure to subscribe to see that. We'll catch you guys in the next video. Till then, take care. Just for the record, your IQ drops 20 points when you're on camera. 50 minutes to 65 hours. I assume that's the range. 50 minutes being high and 6.5 hours being on the low setting. I'm not as stupid as I may appear. Catch you guys in the next video.